Hey everyone, it's Travis Michael here. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Phase 4 COVID Emergency Assistance Grant Program. Particularly, we're talking about micro businesses. They allocated $120 million for micro businesses, and they define a micro business between 0 and 5 full-time employees. That's very important, the 0 to 5, because that doesn't mean you need to have one full-time employee. It could be a side hustle. You could be a gig worker. You could be an independent contractor. Even if you have a full-time job or even a second business, it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to have a full-time employee. You could be a sole proprietor that works by yourself and doesn't even work full-time, and you should be able to qualify for it. The only requirements are that you need to have a negative impact from the COVID-19 pandemic, and you need to be legit. You need to be able to prove that you're a registered business. You need to be able to provide tax return documentations to prove that you had, I believe it's 20% reduction in revenue, and there's some other factors there that also will allow you to qualify. I don't believe that you have to meet all the requirements. You just have to meet a specific requirement. So sole proprietors, single member LLCs with no employees, gig workers, if you have a side hustle, you should be able to qualify for this. The wording says up to $10,000, and it says dependent on how many full-time employees you have. Now, I don't know exactly how they're going to pay out, depending if they're going to ration it, if you only have one full-time employee, or if you have 0, or if you have 5. If you have 5, are you going to get more than if you had 3? There's really no information yet on how they're going to pay out. As I said before, they allocated $120 million to give the micro businesses, and the micro businesses can receive up to $10,000. So each micro business got $10,000. That's 12,000 small businesses that can get a $10,000 grant. So to quickly recap, if you're a sole proprietor, you have no employees, if you're a single member LLC with no employees, even if you have 1-2 employees, if you have a side hustle, as long as it's legit and you were in business before the pandemic and you can prove some sort of negative impact to your business from COVID-19, you should be able to qualify. There's really not many requirements other than the fact that you need to be in business before the pandemic, you need to have some sort of negative impact, and you need to be legit. When you fill out the application, they're going to ask you, for your tax identification numbers. They're going to ask you for, tax return documents to prove that you were in business and that you suffered some sort of loss. So I'm going to do more videos on all that information as we go on. But the more important thing is you get pre-registered. I have another video about the pre-registration process. I'll put a link in the description. If you haven't checked that out, go there and check it out. And you got to get pre-registered before June 30th. The portal closes at 5 p.m. on June 30th. So if you miss the pre-registration window, you're not going to be able to get an application. So make sure you go over and check it out, pre-register. The pre-registration process just takes probably like less than a minute. I mean, I did it back in April, so I don't know if they changed it, but it was very simple. You basically just create an account with your email address. They'll send you, from what I remember, they sent you a link to your email. I think you just confirm it, and then you're pre-registered. Once the application comes out, that's when you need your information. So check back. I'm going to do more videos on what you're going to need to apply, all the information that you should have ready, so this way you can get your application in as soon as you can. It is a first-come, first-serve type program, so you want to make sure that as soon as that application becomes available, that you apply. And even if you get in and you're still able to get the funding, if you get in later, they're going to be inundated with applications and they're going to get to your application later. So if your business is truly struggling and you really need the funds, then make sure that you know when the application window is open. Check my videos. I'll tell you exactly what you're going to need, and I'll give you as much information as I can to help you get through this process. Please continue checking back for more videos. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Like the videos and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Share the videos and share this with anybody you know that's a small business owner. Anybody who has less than 50 employees can qualify for this. All right, and up to 50 employees, you can get $20,000. I'm going to do more videos on the different categories so there's no confusion on what you apply for. But this video was more geared towards the sole props, single member LLCs with no employees, side hustlers, gig workers, 1099 workers. That's who I want to reach with this video. So if you guys know anybody, make sure you share this video with them. There's plenty of money to go around. I said 12,000 small businesses can get up to $10,000. If they ration the grant from, if you don't have 5 employees, if you only have 2, 3, if they give you less because of that, then there's even more businesses you can get the money. So make sure you're telling people about this, that you know your friends in business or whatever, restaurants that you frequently go to. That's what I'm going to do. I'm trying to get the word out to everybody I can, because I've already gotten approved. I'm going to do more information on the process and how much money I got. I didn't get the funding yet. I'm waiting on it, but I did the DocuSign, all the information they sent me that I needed to send back. I did all that. So I'm going to just keep videos updating you guys on the process as we go along. So keep checking back, all right?